Yo, what is going on guys? This is Swrve here and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution video. Now today's Jurassic World Evolution video I hope is going to be very wholesome, and today I'm just going to give you my predictions of if a Australian dinosaur pack were to happen. So let's get into the video. Australian Charity Pack. With the horrible things that are happening over in Australia currently, I see loads and loads of companies and people sending their donations, money, and just to be able to help Australia for a good cause. The fires that are going on there are getting out of control. However, there's been good news as there's been loads of rain recently helping out the fire. But this comes with the potential of flash floods across the country. With all these companies that are working tremendously to sustain Australia and help out the fires, I honestly could see Frontier doing this too. We already know Frontier are a company that love helping out others and helping animals. We can see that by what they do in Planet Zoo. So I don't doubt the fact that we could see what I'm about to talk about happening in the near future if Frontier are able to work that fast. Since the dinosaur population in Jurassic World Evolution in Australia is currently only at 1 with the Minmi, I do hope, and so do many others, we will see an increased number of Australian dinosaurs. With what's happening in Australia recently, the state of Australian dinosaurs in the game, and the love of Frontier who want to help out, I think it's a perfect opportunity for them to make a dinosaur pack with 3 new Australian dinosaurs, where we'll pay for them and then a certain cut or all of the money that is made by the DLC would go towards sending help for Australia. It will be a really heartwarming thing, and since people will know it will go to a good cause, their morals will happily go out and buy this DLC. So I've put together 3 possible dinosaurs that could appear in what I'm calling the possible Australian Dinosaur Charity Pack. With the Minmi already in game, 3 new dinosaurs could accompany her in Australia. I'll try my best to stick to the current 2-to-1 system we have in the DLCs, which are 2 herbivores to 1 carnivore. Dinosaur number 1, Minmi. Minmi is a small nodosaurid that has been discovered in Queensland, Australia in the Bunggill Formation. It lived in the early Cretaceous around 140 to 125 million years ago. It was about 3 meters in length and weighed approximately 1,600 kilograms. It's very similar to the current Nodosaurus we already have in the game, just a little bit smaller. Its name is relatively well known to an extent, and so could be a high probability for it to be included into the Australian Dinosaur DLC pack. The next dinosaur on my list is a chunky dinosaur. We know little about its structure. Although many bones of this creature have been discovered, we haven't found anything to prove how long its neck was, but thanks to science we have estimations. As you can guess, this dinosaur is a sauropod. A sauropod we've found loads of hip and leg bones of. It's called Diamantinasaurus. This chunky boy was estimated to live between 100 to 89 million years ago and was discovered first in 2009. It's approximately 15 to 16 meters in length and weighed around 15,000 to 20,000 kilograms. Now you're probably thinking, what's the difference about this sauropod compared to the ones we already have in the game? Well, the ones we currently have, minus the Nigersaurus, all have one thing in common. They've got long necks and a stocky body. The Apatosaurus is the only one with a shorter neck, however its neck is still upright with a good posture. With the Diamantinasaurus, you can see by the images that this sauropod wasn't the largest, nor was it the tallest, but the fact we've got a medium-sized sauropod with a unique neck structure and chunkiness gets me excited if we were to see it in Jurassic World Evolution. I personally would love this addition. And last but not least, the carnivore you've been waiting for, the somewhat well-known Australovenator. I probably pronounced that wrong because I see loads of people pronouncing it completely different, but for me, since I do struggle with pronunciations, I'm going to call it the Australovenator. I'm sure many of you guys watching have heard of this dinosaur at least once in your lifetime. It's arguably the most famous dinosaur from Australia, and it's one of the most complete fossils we've discovered. It existed around 99 to 93 million years ago and was also found in Queensland, Australia. At 5 to 6 meters long and about 1.8 to 2 meters in height, this dinosaur was fast and agile and most definitely terrorized ancient Australia. It weighed no more than 1,000 kilograms and its claws were about 12 inches long, showing off the mighty weapons it had on the ends of its hands. In my opinion, I think that this dinosaur was truly amazing and definitely worthy of an inclusion to Jurassic World Evolution. One thing I forgot to mention is that it's actually a Megaraptoridae, something like that. It's in the Megaraptor family. I personally thought it was an Allosaurus until I did a little bit more research. Turns out it's a Megaraptor, so that's going to be very interesting to see, because obviously, you know, with the paleobotany, we could be seeing something similar for carnivores, like preferred diets, and hopefully a new edition of Megaraptors would help the cause. And that's it. Those are my 3 dinosaur predictions for a possible Australian dinosaur pack. Obviously, I could have included a lot more, but if you feel I've left out one of your special ones close to your heart, let me know in the description down below, or in the comments, shall I say, down below what your favourite dinosaur from Australia is. As always, I'm wishing the absolute best for Australia, and I hope they and the wildlife can recover really well from this current devastating fire. So ladies and gentlemen, a relatively short video. Now, that was all I've had for my script. We're going to go a little bit off script here because I kind of need this video to go past 10 minutes, I'm not going to lie. But now, the things that have been happening in Australia clearly aren't good. We have loads of forest fires, and now, because loads of rain has all of a sudden come out of nowhere, we now have flooding in Australia. So this isn't good. So my condolences to anything that has been lost in the fire. I honestly feel terrible seeing all of this wildlife go under. Pun intended, sorry. I know it's not really time to make jokes, but pun intended. But it's nice to see that loads of people are coming together to help Australia in this situation. Obviously, the current situation is quite shit, let's be honest. Like, there's still loads of fire, and now there's floods, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. But because it doesn't seem like it's getting any better, the fact that all of these companies are helping out to donate money, it's incredible. It really is incredible. Now, if I could set up my own donation thing, I 100% would. Now, I know a $5 doesn't seem like a lot, but when you have millions and thousands of people donating the same amount of money, maybe even more, it all adds up. So I do encourage you guys to go help out the cause, to help Australia out. No matter if you have grudges against Australia, if you love Australia, just help them out. As for humanity's sake, I think just help them out for now. Now, I'm not going to get too political and anything like this, or what the cause, where some people may say what's happening in Australia. I'm not going to get political, but all I just want to say is that hopefully I'll be doing another video very similar to this that we could do on Planet Zoo. I feel like it's a little bit more likely that we could get a Australian DLC pack on Planet Zoo, primarily because it's the animals are being affected right now, and to see an animal game that already helps the community for zoos and helps animals out already, I would love to see Frontier do something with these Australian fires. Now, whether it's adding DLC, whether it's just donating a certain cut of money, anything like that, it would honestly, I think, will look incredible on Frontier's behalf. Now, I don't doubt the fact they're probably planning something. I'll probably speak to them after, but I don't doubt the fact they're probably planning something to help out Australia, because they're definitely a loving company, and as you can see, they love helping out other people. They love helping out animals. They love animals, in all fairness. Like, you watch the Planet Zoo live streams, they're talking to people in San Diego Zoo, how well they look after the animals, how love and cared for they are, and I believe some YouTubers got to go to San Diego to become a zookeeper and just learn how to protect animals and look after animals. And it's incredible. It really is. Now, before you get any assumptions, I'm not vegetarian. I'm not vegan. I'm a full-out carnivorous person. Like, I think 80% of my diet's meat. So I do apologize if you are getting the wrong side of me. But I honestly do still love animals. And to see what's happening in Australia isn't great. Now, moving on humanity's sake, to see what's happening in Australia. Loads of people being evacuated from their homes. Their homes that they've probably grown up in since they were little kids, maybe even baby, maybe even born in that house. And they now have to move out because of the fires getting really bad. So it's not the greatest, let's be honest. It's not the greatest for Australia, but I just hope that everything can recover and everything will turn out better. Obviously, 2020 has been a very rough start, with a possibility of World War III, which was never really spoken about in the UK, but a possibility of it now happening with Australia, and you know, just everything's kind of going all up in the air. But that's why this video, I wanted to sort of at least give some Australians a bit of love out there. You know, everyone who is Australian, let me know in the comments down below if you are Australian. You guys are truly amazing. I love Australians. They're generally nice people. They really are. And I've never met well, there's a few bad Australians, I don't doubt the fact, but I've never personally met a bad Australian. So from me And my subscribers, we wish you the best, Australia. But in the meantime, hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below of what this Australian dinosaur pack could possibly look at. Hopefully Frontier could work quick and possibly make a DLC pack for either Planet Zoo or Jurassic World Evolution. I think that would be great. And yeah, if you haven't yet done so, make sure to smash that subscribe button. But in the meantime, hope you guys have enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. It's been Swrve, and peace out.